Hey guys, it is Brido here, and welcome back to our Liverpool Career Mode series. In today's episode, we have a little bit of a mix-up for you. We got Liverpool to start off the episode playing against Swansea, and then we're going to go off on our international duties for a couple games as well, playing against New Zealand and Norway. So, a bit of a mix-up there. We're going to get it done, we're going to play our games, and we're going to see how we did on both sides of the table. So, we'll start up here against our game against Swansea, a team that is an interesting challenge and something similar to a side like Reading, where very well they can be an easy team to beat, but it can also give you a little bit of a challenge too. We had that game against Reading where we weren't able to score against them. I think Swansea are a little bit more of a different side. They have a little bit more talent up front. You can see from their lineup though, there are some interesting new faces in there that you might not normally see for the team, so it'll be interesting going into this game how we do. For our team in this one, we really went with a side that was a good side, but we had some players that were a little tired, so we kept a couple faces out of the lineup. But still, going into the international break, I didn't really worry about fatigue and whatnot in this one because we really had a bunch of time to kind of let our players get back to full energy for our next round of games in the next episode. But starting off this one, though, they actually did a pretty good job to start off. They got those chances there, a couple good opportunities, and here's our first real chance of the game as we had Andy Carroll starting up front for ourselves, and there was a nice volleyed opportunity for Suarez. Suarez trying to put that one in, but unfortunately put it right towards the keeper. Carroll actually had a pretty good game in this one. He was filling in for Lewandowski. I decided not to put Suarez up the middle. I wanted to give Carroll a start because he hasn't really had the opportunity as of late to get that chance. So we gave him the start. We gave Suarez the start on the wing. And overall, it was working out pretty good to start the game. We were getting our chances. And whenever Carroll's up front, we have the opportunity to really throw that ball into the box, and anything can really happen in that case. Here, though, they were really testing us at points. They're getting into the box. We were trying to contain them, trying to keep them to the outside. There was that one nice opportunity for them there, and we get a nice one back for ourselves here. Steven Gerrard takes the long shot, goes off the bar. Could have been a nice goal, but just a little bit too high for him there. Leno making a nice save at the halftime mark here. And his situation right now, just so you guys know, is that he's waiting a couple weeks to accept another offer, so he's still not signed as of yet to a new contract, but I'm going to be throwing a little bit more money at him so we can try and keep him with the club. Something along the lines of 30,000 extra pounds per week should do the job for Leno, should make him happy, but we still have to wait and see. That'll probably be my next offer, and hopefully that will stop any of the controversy, any of the saga that could erupt out of this. We'll get him signed to a new contract and everything will be back to normal. But that's still a wait and see, and I'll give you guys an update on that once we do figure out what's going on essentially with the Leno situation. Here though, in the second half, a nice free kick opportunity there for Key, and he puts that one away for Swansea, so they take the 1-0 lead. Luckily though for us, only a couple minutes later, we get a nice chance there for Lars Bender. He puts the volley away from Carroll, and the game is now tied 1-1 once again. So we're back on even footing on this one, but looking for another goal here. We bring the ball over to Holtby, has a great chance. The shot is blocked though, turns into a corner for us there. Gerrard sets up on the corner here, taking the kick for us, and he puts that one into the box, which kind of turns into a scramble play here, but Carroll's able to put that one away. A bit of a lucky one there for him, but a nice goal nonetheless. We get 2 goals in about 5 minutes time, and that gives us the 2-1 lead in this one. And that's a good turnaround from what could have been a bad situation after giving up that goal early in the second half here. As the game continues on though, Swansea continues to get opportunities, and they get a really nice one here as there's a lot of open space on the side there. A chance for Edwards. He puts that one off the post though. Luckily it bounces out rather than going in, and that keeps this game still at a 2-1 lead for us. There's Delafeu stripping the ball away, gets a nice chance for himself, can't put that one away. A couple minutes later, Carroll with the shot there, gets a blocked one, and another chance for ourselves on the corner. Merkel on for Steven Gerrard at this point, and Andy Carroll with the free header there, but just puts that one over. We get a lot more opportunities actually at the end of this game too. Shelby with a great chance to put this one away, can't do it either. So as the game continued to move on here, Swansea started taking more chances, which also led to ourselves getting more opportunities, and once again, Carroll with a free header, can't put that one away again. But Lars Bender here with a nice chance, a deflected shot, and Vorm makes a nice save, tips that one over the bar. So as the game winds down, we get plenty of opportunities to really see if we can seize this victory, and really can't find that third goal, can't find that essential goal to give ourselves a 2-0 lead in this one. But it doesn't matter though, because we still get the win, guys. It's a 2-1 win for us, for Liverpool, and overall a pretty good showing for us, minus the fact that at the end of the game we could have scored a couple more. Still, though, a good turnaround for us because we, we're down 1-0 in this game. You can see from the shots here that it was a pretty close game nonetheless. We didn't even have that great of possession overall, but we will take the win. We'll take the 3 points going into the international break. But moving on here, you can see our 2 games coming up are against New Zealand and Norway. So interesting challenges for us there, as they're not really top sides, and gives us ourselves an opportunity to continue to look at our players, continue to look at what we can do with that. But I also took what you guys said as well. I'm going to continue to show the Netherlands games that we do play, but these are friendlies. They are more for the purpose of me just kind of playing around, seeing what things are all about. So the highlights for them will be even more condensed than what I normally do. Usually I do about 5 minutes per game or so. These will be down to pretty much like a 3-minute video or so, and then just really showing the key highlights of the game. Sometimes I elaborate a little bit more on what's going on. I talk a little bit more about what's happening. But for games like this that do have a purpose, because they give us the opportunity to see how we can play and see how our players can do. But still, with that said, they don't have the same importance as a qualifying game might, or even playing in a cup competition. So they'll get a little bit less playing time, but I will still show the highlights so you guys can see what's going on. And especially in a game like this, it is fun. It's enjoyable to play against a team like New Zealand, like I was talking about, much like playing, I think it was Bulgaria, our first game of our careers. The Netherlands was a different pace for us to play, because really a lot of our games against teams when we're playing as Liverpool are tough matchups. Really, we don't have that easy day off or so. So when we get an opportunity to play a team that New Zealand very much, to me, I think they're a 2.5-star team or so. It's a bit of a change of pace. It's a bit of a different type of game. You can control it more. You can get more opportunities. You can be a little bit more relaxed when you play too. And I don't necessarily want to play on an easier level when it comes to Liverpool, but it's always fun to have a little bit of a different change of pace. So going into a game like this is kind of fun, because it gives me something different to do, something different to enjoy, and also mixes it up a little bit. Also mix it up for you guys too. But as I said as well, there's quite a bit of international friendlies coming up. Like we play, I think, every 2 months or so. That's a give or take, obviously, but still, I'm going to keep it to a little bit more of a minimalistic view until we get to more important stuff, just because of the fact that, it's a Liverpool career mode. I am doing international stuff as well, but the main focus of the series is on Liverpool, so I won't be oversaturating it with other stuff as well. And with that said, what we can talk a little bit about as well is that we got the scouting reports coming in for our squad, and we've brought some good players into our youth academy, but they haven't been that amazing overall. And our 3-star scout's been doing all right at points, but he hasn't done a bang-up job. He hasn't done an amazing job. So I want to kind of float the question out there to you guys. You really want me to go out and find a 5-star scout across the board? I've had success with 5-star scouts in the past, but really it does come down to what you guys want to see. Do you want to see our team be a team that kind of takes these actual real players from other sides that are young and continues to kind of farm them out, bring them in, and develop them that way? Or do you want to see us really bring in our own homegrown talent, those 16-year-olds that can grow to be amazing players, but they do take time, and they also are players that are generated and created? What do you guys want to see more? Because we can definitely focus our efforts on stuff. I think that bringing in a scout of that caliber is something we will do no matter what, but where is it on the priority list is really what we got to talk about, because you have the fact that we do have some money right now. We don't have a lot of money. We do have some players that we can sell going into the transfer window in January, because to be honest, I think that we've had some players in our team that we really haven't been giving as much of an opportunity as they should be getting, and we can use that to kind of loosen the load a little bit and bring in some extra talent if we want to, or really help out our scouting network going forward. It's up to you guys, so let me know in the comments below regarding that, because it's something that we can look at, something that we can do, and something that we really should look at as well to kind of start setting up our plans going ahead, because Season 1 is a lot more about kind of changing the team to what we want to have a little bit more, and really at this point we have those players, we have what we want in a lot of ways, so that's a good thing. But at the same time, now we're getting to the point that we want to build to the future. What type of future are we looking at doing here? Are we going to build that future by bringing in those young players by just doing transfers constantly? Or are we going to actually build our own system up and really make ourselves a force to be reckoned with players that we brought up from our own youth academy? So yeah, with that said, it's something that we do have to think about, and I think at this point, we've already accomplished a lot of what we wanted to do with, bringing in the right players. So we're now at the point that we're going to have a little bit more extra money, especially with the fact that we're going to get good funding from the Champions League. I think that this is something that we should definitely do, but how much of an importance is it to you guys, and how much do you want to see our, kind of money spent going ahead? Because is it something that you guys want to see those players brought in, or is it more interesting to you to see those young players from other teams that are already developed and whatnot, and we can kind of continue to raise their game from there? But yeah, no, I'll leave that to you guys to kind of discuss in the comments for this episode. We'll finish up this episode here with the end of the game here. This was a lot more of a tighter game. You can see that the Netherlands game against New Zealand was a 5-0 win. That was an easy one for us. But this one was a little bit tighter. They gave us more of a challenge, but we were able to pull out the 1-0 win for us here, which was a good result. That's it for the Netherlands, though, guys. We're going to be back to Liverpool next episode. 3 more games for you there. And that'll be coming in the next couple days. Hope you enjoyed this one, though, and stay tuned for more in the future. Thanks, guys, for watching.